Why are we having this men's conference? Our goal for the day is to challenge guys to be balanced leaders in all areas of life. Do we want to be intentional or accidental leaders? Pastor Corey will start the day with why we are here and clarify what leadership really means and the challenge guys to take the next step as leaders, first in their homes and second in their communities, and lastly to improve their professional leadership. Sadly, we usually reverse those priorities and start with leadership at work, and rarely do guys focus on their leadership at home. But you got to ask yourself, what's most important? We all influence others, therefore we're all leaders. Are we leading those we influence towards God? This is why servant leadership is so important. And that's going to be the focus of the day. So let me tell you how the day will unwind. The agenda for the day will start at 7 o'clock in the morning with leadership team prayer. And that's open to everybody. And I hope you all can be there at 7. At 7:15, the doors are going to open. At 7:30, the breakfast is going to start with steak and eggs. At 8, Pastor Corey's going to welcome the whole group and set up the keynote speakers. From 8:15 to 9:45, Coach Jeff Hawes and Matt Dickershide will be our keynote speakers. At 9:45 to 10:45, this is where it gets really important, the table breakout groups. And I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. At 10:45 to 11:30, we're going to go back to a panel discussion with Pastor Corey and Matt, Kurt, and Pastor Kevin. And from 11:30 till 12, we're going to actually give guys time to get connected and do the next step trek at the next step tables. What does this mean for you as a table host? So at 9:45, we're going to jump into our table breakout time, and we're going to have an entire hour after the two speakers speak. We're going to start this breakout session with a 5 voices leadership assessment. On the agenda card that you'll get when you sign in that day, there'll be a QR code that you can just use your phones to get to this leader's assessment. And each guy is going to take about 10 or 12 minutes to do the assessment, and then you as table hosts will get an opportunity to discuss what the findings are. Beforehand, in the email that we'll send you, you'll actually get an opportunity to do the assessment prior to Saturday so that you can be prepared to talk about what your findings are and your assessment is. After we do that, we're going to just have some general questions. We're going to ask the guys what touched them about Jeff and Matt's presentation. Do they feel like they're intentional or accidental leaders? How influential are they as leaders? Just going to have these conversations. The whole point of the table talk is to get in relationship with these guys, get a little deeper. Again, we have a full hour. May seem like a lot of time, but if you can get these guys to open up and discuss and engage the day and engage the questions, I guarantee you it will be a success. After that, we're going to ask each table host to get up at least 1 and maybe 2 questions together for the panel discussion. And then we're going to spend 45 minutes or so on a panel discussion where the guys, Pastor Corey, Kurt, Kevin, and Matt will sit up on stage and just get questions from the crowd. And after that, we're going to ask you guys as table hosts to just get some feedback from your table, because we want to have more of these events and we want to improve upon them, and we want to stay in connection with the guys. So we're going to ask you to get that feedback, and then lastly, try to get the guys engaged in a next step, whatever their next step may be. We're going to offer Leaders for Life studies that you guys can do as a group. There's going to be all kinds of opportunities for guys to get plugged in. PBC Team Life, Tree of Life will be represented there if guys want to do a project together or just get involved in a local ministry. F3, which is a great local ministry that guys that want to get up at 5:30 in the morning and exercise together. And then I'll be representing all the different life groups that are available that anybody can do. You don't have to be part of PBC to be involved in. So again, the point of this day is to bring people together, bring guys together in fellowship, and together we can be stronger than apart. So to get these groups started and to get relationships started so we can impact our community for the kingdom of Jesus Christ. So I hope this helps you guys as table hosts to get your heads wrapped around what the day is going to look like and the expectation coming out of it. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to me, give me a call, or email me. My number is 703-819-5032. I'll be happy to discuss any part of this at any time just to get you engaged and excited about what we're stepping into. Thanks again for being part of this. Have a great day.